Today on Delta Safari, we look at the two sides of the Delta, the fishing and the festive. Strap in, y'all. It's about to get bumpy. I'm your host, Stu Donald. Let's head to the Delta. So summer is kicking off here, and I thought I'd venture out to one of my old favorite places, the stormwater retention pond in front of Costco. Every year I come here, usually once in the spring, once in the fall, just to see what's going on with the bass that are in here. There are bass in here. And this past winter, as you might remember, we had one of the coldest winters in record in the area. What do you think, buddy? You've never seen snow before, have you? You don't know what to think, do you, buddy? What's going on here? Oh, look at the camellias with the snow. Isn't that pretty? That pink kind of sticks out. What's up, Luke? What's up, buddy? You don't know what to think, do you? Snow in the magnolias? Snow in the huckleberry? Snow on the campsite? What you thinking, buddy? What you thinking, buddy? I had an extended period of time with sub-freezing weather, and first time in 150 years, 7.5 inches of snow. And I was wondering, these bass are not used to those temperatures, so did they survive it? Bass that are further north that deal with this all the time, they have ways of dealing with it. Well, let's take a look. I can see some small bass, 3 or 4 inches long, swimming through here. So that gives me hope that maybe most of the bass survived during the winter. I keep hearing splashes on other parts of this pond that I'm pretty sure are fish feeding on the dragonflies and whatnot on the top of the water. So that's also another good sign. I don't know what it is about weird places to fish, like stormwater retention ponds and the fountains in front of a hotel, but I really get into it. I think it's a lot of fun, and I think it is a testament to the resiliency of nature. We do a lot of damage to it, but at the same time, all we've got to do is give it a little helping hand, and it'll forget everything we've done to it. Y'all believe that this is only like the third time that I've gone fishing this year? Whoop, whoop. Oh, there it is. Also, believe it or not, first bass of the year. I'll take it. All right, man, quit flopping around. I'll get you back. That's a pretty little fella, isn't it? Well, I think that answers the question. They did, in fact, survive the winter. As I have said before, summer starts on the Delta in mid-April, and today is showing it. It's nearly 90 degrees, so I got a cool place I want to show you. Let's take a look. These storm clouds, y'all. Now check out where we're headed. This is like nothing you've ever seen before. We're fixing to check out Continental Kitchen. Hold your hats. Mike, my co-host on Sip and Chew, and I were invited to be guests at the 1-year anniversary of the Continental Commissary Kitchen, which is a great community kitchen for basically caterers and food truck owners. Let's take a gander, shall we? Cue my old friend, Danny Calametti.
Hey, my friend.
How's it going, buddy?
How are you?
Pretty good.
This is our food truck bin. This is where all the food trucks have to have access to a commissary kitchen.
Right.
So this is their area here. We got about 20 of them.
And they can take turns using it?
Yeah, everybody. It's all software controlled, so they have to schedule when they come in, when they have access to it and all that kind of stuff.
Outstanding.
We got logs and all that kind of stuff they have to track. And all that kind of stuff. And, the health department requires them to keep all the come or not.
Right.
Basically, we've got 2 commercial kitchens out here. We got an old refurbished stove, we got a new stove, we got convection equipment here. We got some new ovens. So, walk-in freezer, walk-in refrigerator. And the idea is that our partners contract for what they need. If they're a baker, they just need baking stuff. They contract for that equipment. It's all software controlled. They sign a contract. This is what I need. This is when I need it. And they can schedule it. If they have if they're a caterer and they have something come up, they can check the schedule and make sure there's availability and book all that kind of stuff.
The next day, Mike and I had Danny call in and be a guest on our show, Sip and Chew, where he gave a little better information and without the background noise about what goes on at the kitchen. Danny Calametti, do you have any information about that?
I do. So that's a project of the Hispanic American Business Association of the Gulf Coast. And the Continental Commissary Kitchen, they did a lot of work. Dr. Leda Javier was the leader of this project. It was a project of love and a lot of sweat. But so the idea was that a lot of times when these folks, in this sense it was the Hispanic group, it was addressing an issue in the Latin community. That they'll move up from Latin America, and some of them have professional degrees, nursing degrees, engineering degrees, that don't translate into a job opportunity over here right away. So what they end up doing is they do what they did in their home country. They cook. And so oftentimes they cook, and they may on occasion sell those wares not to you and I, but to people they know, and sometimes without benefit of the proper certifications and all that. So what we did a couple of years ago is we worked with Bishop State, got a grant from Mobile United, worked with Bishop State and also with Coastal to translate their culinary programs into Spanish. And we taught them not only the whereall with the culinary side of it, but we also added an entrepreneurial bit of it. Here's the business licensing part of it. Here's your health department licenses. Here's what you have to do. And we had about 60 people that went through those classes over 2 years, but they were still cooking out of their homes. And so we worked with Marcel Ludgood from the County Commission and some others to get some grant money and to convert, and they did a really nice job, convert the old Bojangles into the Continental Commissary Kitchen. It's a shared workspace for folks that are interested in trying to get started in the culinary arts. While it's targeted at underserved, it's really open to anybody. And we've got a real cross-section of folks that are involved. And one of the things we do like is we like to encourage different organizations to have their board meetings with us. We can provide you access to our vendors if you want some Cuban food or some Puerto Rican food or some Guatemalan food or anything along those lines, or some soul food. We run the whole gamut.
Yeah. Hey, before you go hunting you some yonder, how about clicking that there subscribe and like button one time for me, would you?